Beloveds, welcome to this week's Pick a Card reading. Exactly what you need to know for the next 7 to 10 days. Y'all know how we do. We got 3 piles for you to pick from. We have pile 1, which is truth. We got pile 2, blood. I don't know where that reflection is coming from. What is that, me? The fuck? Okay, and pile 3, we have, what do we have? Secrecy. Okay, I don't know. Each pile has their own surprise room. So the timestamps are going to be in the description box. Use your intuition, pick your pile, and then me and you gonna talk. And if you are not a part of our family as yet, beloved, tap that button one time, boop, and be here the next time I drop a reading. All right, let's get into it. Pile 1, beloveds, welcome to my channel. Welcome to this week's Pick a Card reading on exactly what you need to know. You chose truth. I don't know, that reflection is really getting on my nerves, but this is the card you chose, truth. This card always gives me the justice card because of the scales, the justice, you know, the balance. Something is balancing out for you this week because you also got the rune of endurance, the rune of conflict, self-reliance, that type of energy. And it's also like the rune of restriction. So I feel like you've been restricted, like you have been on hold, you know, maybe not necessarily in an irritable type of way, just, you know, in between phases, so to speak. You've closed out one, you know, the new one hasn't totally entered in yet, so you're kind of in between worlds with your life. So nothing necessarily progressing, but nothing crumbling either, you know, just kind of a plateau type of place. And I feel like things may start, you know, moving little by little this week. It's like there's some sort of movement that's starting to occur. Everything obviously is not moving, but there's something that is, what's the word? I don't know, like clearing. Let me say not clearing. That's starting something. The little particles of energy that it takes to start shit is starting to roll. Let's go further with the tea leaves. Tea leaf time. Put that in the middle. Okay. All right. 3 for pile 1 and what they need to know for their week ahead. What they need to know to get through their week. I'll give them a heads up. So what's popping? Okay. So, y'all got a month. We got kangaroo. Unsettled times need to plan ahead. Okay? And y'all did get the rune of conflict. We got June. So June could be significant to you. Next year, June, we could be talking about a Gemini or a Cancer. We have forest, muddled, unclear thinking. Okay? I feel like some of this energy may be what you're coming into this week with, but we shall see. We shall see. Let's get some clarifiers on that. Tell me more about truth and the rune of conflict. The rune of restrictions. I feel like, I don't know, maybe something has been on hold. Maybe because you haven't known which way to go, you know, and that's why you have unsettled times. Let's go further. Tell me more about truth, please. And this rune We have 1 year. Okay. All right. Tell me a little more about truth. A little more about truth. And this 1 year with this room. And we got hope. We have hope is the beam of light in the darkness. Okay. So I feel like there is some sort of clarity or balance starting to occur in a situation. I still feel the same way that I felt. I feel like over this last year, you know, it hasn't necessarily looked that great for you. You've had unsettled times. And I think over this next year coming, I think that is your rebuild time. I feel like you may be rebuilding. I think things are starting to turn around slowly but surely for you. Tell me more about kangaroo. That's what I feel. Tell me more about this kangaroo and unsettled times, please. We have Monday. Okay, and tell me more about kangaroo and Monday. And we got 2. We got miracles and universal wisdom. Miracles are everywhere. Keep the faith. The universe is full of wisdom. Seek its guidance. So I feel like things have been unsettled for you. And you got miracles. Monday, you know, things are starting to turn around this week. Things are starting to look different. You're going to start seeing evidence of the new phase that you have stepped into now, is what I feel. Look what's on the bottom. You're on the right path. Tell me more about June and why this is here for pile 1 and their week ahead. It says they are telling the truth. Okay, so June may represent a person who could be a Cancer or a Gemini. Tell me more about June, please. And wow, look, you have balance. Find balance to maintain harmony in relationship. So you have balance and you have truth and you have they are telling the truth. So you could be getting some clarity in a situation. The clarity could come from someone directly, you know, starting to be honest with you, as you did get they are telling the truth with the Gemini. You know, I feel like this could be 2 different things for some of you. I feel like some of you could be having a conversation with someone who your guides are giving you a heads up that they are telling the truth. And there is some sort of balance coming into a situation. The situation could be with the person for you, or the situation could be something separate. I feel both. Tell me more about this muddled, unclear thinking. We have receiving a gift. Okay, so something that you have been unclear about, you have been confused, maybe you just didn't know which way to go. Wow, we still got you receiving you're on the right path on the bottom. I shuffle this before each one. You're receiving now the gift doesn't have to be a monetary gift. It doesn't even have to be physical. It could be clarity, could be the gift, information, knowing which way to go now. Tell me more about this forest, please, and receiving a gift. Tell me more, please. We have intuition. Listen to your intuition. It never lies. So I feel like this gift is information for a lot of you. Like something bringing in a large amount of clarity in a situation, or yeah, just in a situation. I have 4 additional messages for pile 1 and what they need to know for their week ahead. What do they need to know for their week ahead? We have Taurus on the bottom. Some of y'all could be Taurus, or you could be dealing with a Taurus this week. We have gossip. Okay, we have you're approved. We have Capricorn. And communication is needed. All right, take those additional messages as they resonate, and we'll see if they pop on up as we go further. Let's get an oracle message. Get an oracle message for Pile 1 and what they need to know for the next 7 to 10 days. I feel like that wanted to come out. We have Seer. See beyond the current situation. Okay? So, I don't know. There's something you're being presented with that you're going to need to look deeper than the surface. Whatever is on the surface for you, that's not everything. There's a deeper level to go, and you need to look deeper. You can use your intuition with your unclear thinking. So that muddled, unclear thinking might be something that a lot of you are stepping into this week, that you're going to be in because of the information that you're presented with. Pile 1, what do they need to know for their next week ahead? So for what's happening, what you need to know, you got the 3 of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. So expansion with luck on your side. Okay, getting out of your comfort zone, doing something you're not used to doing, or making a decision that is not something you would normally do. You could be worried about gossip. You could be worried about how you're going to be talked about or how you're going to be looked at if you were to do a certain thing. Your challenge is the 8 of Cups. Okay, so your challenge is walking away from something and walking into your wish fulfillment. Your advice is the Fool. Your advice is to take that leap of faith, to go for it, to go for whatever it is, whatever this new beginning. And the outcome is the 9 of Swords. So I feel like you may be a little worried about the decision after you make it. Or you could just be, in worry, anxiety, energy. But I feel like you're going to do the right thing. You could be, dealing with gossip, people talking about you. It could be your family, your job, obviously people's opinion that you care about. Or just maybe how it looks in general. I don't know. But let's go further with the clarifiers. 3 of Wands. Tell me why this is here for Pile 1 and what's happening, what they need to know. Excuse me. We have the High Priestess. You need to use your intuition again. Use your intuition. It's something that you're afraid of, but there's a leap of faith required of you this week. You need to take a chance with something. Tell me about the Wheel of Fortune. And you have the Wheel of Fortune on your side. What does it say? Wow, you got the 8 of Cups again. To clarify the Wheel of Fortune. Walk away from something. Leave it alone and walk into something. This feels more like a walking into than it feels like a walking away. But obviously if you're walking into one thing, you're walking away from another. So it's almost like it's happening simultaneously, the away and the to. You have luck on your side. You don't need to be afraid of whether you can afford it or whether you're going to get your heart broken or, whether you're going to get to know somebody in this new place that you don't know. Whatever this new beginning is for you, whatever this offer that you're receiving, this opportunity to do something different, you need to go for it. You need to go for it. That's your advice, the Fool. Take that leap of faith. You don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. And that's where the fear may be coming from as well. But you don't have to know. All you need to know is this moment, because this is the only moment that's promised right now. This is the only moment that matters. This is the only moment that's here. this one, and this one, and this one, and this one, and everyone after that. Stay in that element. So tell me more about the Eight of Cups, please. The Eight of Cups got the King of Pentacles. Okay, so some of you it may be a challenge for you to walk away from a person. Some of you, this could be your job. It could be a business. It could be something, something that you've put work into already. You may need to walk away from it and do it differently, or do something different, and you don't know what that different thing is yet. So you feel like you want to stick to the thing that you have. So that's why, walking away is a challenge. Tell me about the advice with the Fool. You got the Strength card. Be strong enough to take that leap of faith. What is the leap of faith for Power One? What is the leap of faith? What is the leap? Tell me about this leap. What's the leap? The leap is the Nine of Cups. For some of you, I feel like you may not know that this is what the leap is leading you to. I feel like this is what it's leading you to. Some of you may have it in front of you being offered like that, and you don't believe it. You're in this Nine of Swords energy. You're still worried. It could be too good to be true for you. So I feel both. Either way, the leap is leading you, as I said, from the Eight of Cups to the Nine of Cups, to your wish fulfillment, to the thing you always want. You've been always wanting. The Eight of Cups is supposed to naturally lead you to the Nine. And that's exactly what the leap of faith is. You need to leap from the 8 to the 9, leap from your comfort and where you're used to being, and take that leap in the unknown. Because the unknown is going to be awesome. Tell me about the Nine of Swords. Tell me what's outcome, please. The Nine of Swords got the Three of Wands. This is what you started off with. This was your first card, your first tarot card. So you're going to take the leap, but I don't know. I have a little lizard friend here on the side of my desk. And I'm trying to make sure that I don't roll over him. Because he's a baby and he's just sitting there. So, it's a reptilian visitor that has come to say hello. Lizards plant themselves around me, every so often. And it's like a different message every time, but a message nonetheless. So, I don't hurt my love friends. Okay. The Three of Wands, what was I saying? The I feel like some of you may not make a decision in the next 7 to 10 days. You may need to gather up the strength. You may need to tap into your inner divine strength, and it may take you a couple days. In the end, whether it happens in the next 7 to 10 days or the next 20 days, I feel like you're going to eventually make that decision. Some of you are going to make the decision immediately. Some of you are going to be ready now. Where are you going? Okay. Some of you are going to go ahead and do this now, but you're still going to be, a little nervous about it. It's going to make you nervous, but you're going to make the choice to take that leap of faith, to go towards the unknown. All right, let's see any last messages for Power One and what they need to know for their week ahead. Any final messages? Thank you. We have, oh wow. We have true love and long life. So some of you, this may be a relationship for you, and it may make you nervous. So this is saying that this relationship has a long life. So the King of Pentacles, that clarify the Eight of Cups, which is your challenge. It could be that could be your challenge to walk into, Because the King of Pentacles, that energy, even if the person is not like a Taurus, we did get Taurus though, didn't we? And Capricorn. But even if they're not a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, the King of Pentacles is someone that is coming in for something solid, for something long term. You know, that's the type of person that's looking for a marriage. They're looking for a partner. You know, they're here for a good time and a long time, and everything in between. So, take this as it resonates for you, Pile 1. Enjoy your week ahead, and I'll see you in my next reading. Pile 2, beloveds, welcome, welcome. Let me move this smoke. Okay. Welcome to this week's pick a card reading. You chose blood for what you need to know this week. And your surprise rune is the rune of Issa, the rune of ice. Things being on hold. Clarity though. Clarity. Okay, so I feel like this week either family is a focus or of some sort of vow in some sort of way. Whether it is a vow or an agreement that you've already made, or an agreement being offered to you, or, you know, you could be getting engaged or, you know, proposed to or something like that. Something with a vow and family. And receiving some sort of clarity. Something that you may have been wanting to know for a while or trying to figure out. Let's go further with the tea leaves. Okay, let's pick 3 for Pile 2 on what they need to know for their week ahead. What information do they need? Okay, so 4 fell out for y'all. 4 fell out, so I'm gonna keep them. What's the extra one? Scissors. Disappointment in some affair. All right, we're gonna get into it. We got basket, recognition, reward for merit. Or merit? Reward for what now? Reward for merit. Can y'all see that? Okay. And then we have hammock, taking a vacation physically or mentally. This is looking good. Okay, and then we have cup. You should accept valid criticism. Okay. So, disappointment in some affair. That's probably what you're getting advice about. You're going to be taking a break and receiving some sort of recognition. That sounds good to me. Let's go further and see exactly what they're talking about. Pile 2. Blood. Tell me more about blood and the rune of ice, please. Tell me more. Wow. Okay. Ugh. 3 came out. Family affairs, promotion, and Monday. So that kind of repeats what we've said and what came out. Because you got what? Recognition, reward for merit. So there goes the promotion. Okay, so some of y'all are receiving a promotion in your job in some sort of way, or a promotion in life. We have Monday, all right, which actually repeated for Pile 1 and 2 thus far. So Monday must be important. And then we have family affairs. And we said that this was about family with the blood card. So let's go a little further. Tell me more about this blood and rune of ice, please. Thank you. We have embrace change. Embrace change and welcome new possibilities. So there are some changes on the horizon for you this week, Pile 2. Some beautiful changes. See that butterfly with its fireworks? Like, I feel like some sort of passionate new beginning, or something you are passionate about, something that is going to reignite your passions, something along those lines. Tell me more about disappointment in some affair. That's the extra one that fell out. Maybe it wasn't supposed to. I don't know. Let's see. As I say that, we got divine orchestration. Okay, so something that you may have been disappointed in was just a redirection. It was divinely orchestrated to occur that way. And tell me more about the scissors. Thank you. We have awareness. Maintain awareness. Be present in every moment. All right, so things are being divinely orchestrated for you, pal, too, with something that you may have been disappointed in how it turned out in the past. You may have been disappointed as to how it's been turning out thus far, and you need to remain aware with that situation in this week ahead. Something is changing, something is transforming for you. You need to embrace that and stay present. Tell me about basket, please, and this recognition. We have Capricorn, okay? We have Capricorn. So a Capricorn could be involved in this in some sort of way. It could be your boss. You could be a Capricorn. Tell me more. Something flipped over here. We got balance. Find balance to maintain harmony in relationships. Some sort of balance is coming in to a situation that you are being recognized for. Tell me about this vacation, physically or mentally. I feel like you are relaxing now. You're receiving some sort of clarity, and it's giving you a relief. That's the word I'm looking for. Relief. You have get a new job. I think that's what it is you're receiving, a new job. You're hearing something. Some of you are hearing something about a job. That's where the balance is coming in. Your recognition. You're being offered a job that is valuing your worth. Tell me more about Hammock, please, and get a new job. Look, look, look. We got prosperity and transformation. Things are transforming for you. Something is turning around. Even if it's not a new job, it's like your business is picking up more clients, more subscribers, something. Prosperity comes from hard work and love of life, love for life. And transformation says transformation is the soul's evolution. Your soul is evolving. Your bank account soul is evolving. You are receiving some sort of news when it comes to a business idea, a job that you applied for, the job you thought you wanted to get. It didn't serve you. That might be what disappointed you. That might be the fear that you may have been disappointed in. But you didn't get it because it wasn't worth you. It wasn't going to give you the worth and value that you deserve. Tell me more about the cup, please. We have, wow, business, job, career, opportunity. We just talked about that. And you're getting some advice when it comes to that. Maybe that's me. Tell me more about the cup, please, and this business opportunity. You literally just said that. You got connection. Stay connected with others, nature, and the universe. So you're receiving some sort of opportunity through connections or through connecting with others. Maybe you need to, do some sort of networking or get out the house if you're one of those that don't get out the house. All right, let me get 4 additional messages for pile 2 as to what they need to know for the next 7 to 10 days. What's happening for them this week ahead? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. On the bottom, we have Sagittarius. So, if you're a Sagittarius, it's a confirmation that this is your pile. If you are not, a Sagittarius might be pertinent to your week. We have you're on the right path. Okay. We have love proposal. All right. Some of y'all are getting a love proposal this week. We have Libra. It could be from a Libra for some of you. Or a Libra can also be important to your week. And we have Trust Them. So that was a very interesting series of messages. You're on the right path. Love proposal, Libra, and Trust Them. You've also got Connection, that gave me love, but you know, the card itself gave me love, but it was also talking about a business, career, job opportunity. So I didn't choose to connect it. You have a lot of different things so far. Let's get into the tarot and see what your tarot messages are. So far, your oracle messages are looking good with your promotions and stuff. You got prosperity. Let's go. Pile 2. What are we talking about? What do they need to know for the next week ahead, for their week ahead? What do they need to know? Okay. So what you need to know, you got the 3 of Cups, which is more connection, connecting with others, and the King of Pentacles. So for some of you, that could be the person coming in with a love proposal, which is great. The King of Pentacles is some long-term energy. That's some energy coming in, you know, some solid, you know, slow and steady, long-term energy for your conflict, challenge, for your challenge for the week. You got 9 of Wands, okay? So that's a long road that you've been on with something or someone. The advice, we have the Queen of Cups, all right? Using some intuition there, compassion, support. We'll see where they're going with that one. And then for your outcome, you have the World, something successfully closing out. So let us see. Why is the 3 of Cups here for pile 2? What are we talking about for pile 2? Whoa. I'm not taking all these extra cards that failed. This one failed first. This is the Empress. All right? So, you know, that is connecting with divine feminine energy. Creating through connection. You know what I mean? And you want these additional cards was the 8 of Pentacles and the King of Swords. I'm not keeping those, but they fell out as well. So something you've been working hard on is requiring you to maybe connect with others to take it to a higher level. To maybe achieve some information or clarity on the project, on the topic, on the situation, something that would help you figure out something when it comes to birthing something new, creating something new, or taking something that you've been working on, you know, to another level. Maybe you've plateaued, you've reached all your goals, and you want to, you know, go higher with it, and you don't know how to. Connection seems to be important for you with the 3 of Cups and the connection card. Networking may be, you know, really good for you to do this week. King of Pentacles. Tell me about the King. Why is the King of Pentacles here for pile 2? We have the 10 of Swords. Okay? So some of y'all could be ending something with a King of Pentacles. Some of you can be ending a mental conflict when it comes to a King of Pentacles. Some of you could be ending a job. You could be walking away from a job. Your boss could be the King of Pentacles. Tell me more about the King. We got the Lovers, all right? You've decided to walk away. This could definitely be a relationship for some of you. You're deciding to end something, end a difficult situation. The 9 of Wands, which makes sense why that would be the challenge. Tell me more about the challenge, please, with the 9 of Wands. we got the Queen of Pentacles. There's the couple. So, you know, the challenge is you've been on a long road with this, and you probably wanted it to become something, and it hasn't. So this is not an easy decision for you to make, whether this is a person, a job, a situation, a career path, something, you know, of the sorts. So tell me more about this advice with the Queen of Cups, please. Tell me about this advice. I think the networking can also provide you some sort of support that you may need at this time. You have the Six of Wands and the Fool. Okay, so there's a new path for you to take. There's an immediate progression from the old to the new. There's a new path that you're going to be supported on. You need to use your intuition with it, though. You're going to have to be present, as you were advised earlier. Be present. Use your intuition. There's a new successful path for you to take. You have the World and the Fool in the same reading. And it's coupled with the Six of Wands. You know, successfully coming in from a battle. From something long. Something, you know, that you've been dealing with for a while. There is a new way to go. And your intuition is important in making that decision. You're also very much being supported in this decision. It seems like your guides are supporting you, as well as some of you may have some earthly support somewhere. This support that some of you have on the earth, you may not even have met these people yet. For some of y'all, I feel like, you know, you will be encountering these people. You did get embrace change. So there's a lot of things changing for you. World. Tell me more about the World card and why it's here for Pile 2. Tell me about the World card. Thank you. We got the Four of Cups. Okay, so you may be sad about something ending, and it's really unnecessary. You may not be happy about this thing ending at first. You also may not realize the beautiful new opportunity that's being presented to you because of this thing ending. So, you know, be careful. You started off with be present in every moment. Family may also be important this week. Some sort of, you know, support from your family. I didn't get y'all an oracle message. Let me get an oracle message for them. But support from somewhere may be important. I feel like something is ending and you may not realize that it's a gift. You may not realize it's a gift right now, but it is. Some of you may see it immediately. So, you know, take it as it resonates. We got mountains. Stand your ground. So in tarot, mountains signify obstacles. So you may be, I don't feel like you're encountering obstacles. I feel like you may see it as an obstacle because something is ending that you may not necessarily want to. Some of y'all, I feel like it's a business venture. Some of y'all, it could be a connection. Some of y'all, it could be the way that something is. So take it as it resonates for you, obviously. But don't miss out on the new beginning that you're being offered. That is beautiful because you're mourning the closure of something. It's not a no. You're just being redirected. There's a redirection occurring for you. So embrace the changes. You got easy road and soul purpose. This is what you're being redirected to. An easier road, an easier path. Something you're trying to do, there's a better way to do it. There's an easier, more loving way to do it. And it's leading you to your soul purpose. All right, Pile 2. I love this for you. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. Subscribe if you're not a part of our family as yet. Let me know in the comments how this resonated with you. All right? I love you for being here. Pile 3 beloveds, welcome to your week ahead reading on exactly what you need to know. You chose secrecy. which I find so interesting because the rune that goes with your pile is the rune of secrets, the rune of fate and destiny. So let's see what's going on. I feel like y'all about to get some clarity in different things for each of y'all. Let's get to the tea leaves. I feel like there's some clarity coming and something that has been unknown for you, whether you know you didn't know it or not. Let me get 3 cards for what they need to know. Pile 3. What they need to know for their week ahead. What do they need to know? All right. Okay, y'all got, wow, Diamond. You will be receiving or giving a precious gift. I'm going with receiving. We got Bull. Do not back down from opposition. So show strength and fortitude. Also, some of y'all could be a Taurus. And then we have Teapot. Deep friendship with someone of the same sex. So Soul Tribe. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting more of the things happening that you just don't see coming. Like this could have been what you don't see coming for y'all instead of what you need to know. Tell me more about the secrecy and the rune of secrets, please, for pile 3. Tell me more. We have trust them. So whoever is revealing information to you can be trusted. All right, that's very good to know. That is very good to know. Let me get some more. Let's get some more. Secrecy and trust them. Tell me more, please. We got safety. Safety is the foundation of life. Cherish the calm moments. Wow, I read that upside down. I am the shit. There we go. Safety. So this, I feel like that's saying the person or this information that where you're receiving it from is a safe place. You can trust this information that you're receiving this week. Tell me more about Diamond, please. Tell me more about Diamond. Wow, and now we got someone is lying. That is so funny. Someone is lying. Tell me more about that one. What a loud ass confirmation. We got hope. Hope is a beam of light in the darkness. We're gonna need some more information on that. Can you tell me more about this diamond, please? Tell me more about the diamond. Receiving a gift. Tell me more. We gotta move on. All right. So there is someone coming to you that is coming to say things that you probably always wanted to hear from them. And I guess this could be a job or a romantic or any type of connection. But you're going to hear someone specific is coming to you saying stuff that you've been wanting to hear. And you may have held on hope for this connection. The truth of the matter is they're lying, and you need to move on from this person or situation. You need to move on. They're coming to buy your attention, to buy your forgiveness, something like that. So this is obviously separate from the secrecy, trusting them, safe energy. You may find out some information about this person who's coming with the gift. And this may be a cycle that you repeat. You keep hearing about them in the streets and they come back with some flowers. You know what I mean? What song does this remind me of? Sometimes flowers mean maybe we just need to be friends. Do you get my drift? No pain, no gain. That's what I'm thinking of. That's the type of energy I'm getting. Like This could be somebody you need to move on from. The person who's telling you what's popping, you can trust them. They're not lying to you. It's also what I'm hearing is you can trust this person to be themselves. Trust this person. Who said that? DMX. Trust the person to be exactly who they say they are. Trust the person to be exactly who they show themselves to be. A liar, apparently. So it's time for you to move on and stop holding out hope for this connection. Let's go on. Don't back down from opposition. Show strength and fortitude. I feel like this might be the same thing. Tell me more about the bull. Well, that's interesting. We got father. What I just heard is this could be the father of your child for some of you. This could be your baby daddy. Some of y'all, this could be your father, like your actual father. Take it as it resonates. Tell me more about bull. Tell me more about bull. We got compassion. Compassion is the warmth of the soul. Give it to others and yourself. So, this is, from what I'm getting from this, is that this week it might be more compassionate for you to stand up for yourself. No matter how other people may take it, that may be the more compassionate route for you to take for yourself. Tell me more about the teapot and a deep friendship with someone. We have old love returns. So this says, this is clarifying deep friendship with the same sex. So obviously, if you're in the same sex, if you indulge in same-sex relationships, there's an old love returning for you. Some of you, I think this is more focusing on the friendship part. This is an old love that, maybe that's that one that you keep going back to, or you're always going back to. What do you have to say about this teapot and this old love? You need to show some more self-love. I feel like this person needs to be walked away from. What does it say? Self-love is the foundation of all love. Your decision, if this person is coming in to reconcile something, your decision needs to be based on what is loving for you. What is a loving thing for you to do? They may be the one that has secrets, and someone is confiding in you, telling you things about them that you may not believe. And your guys are giving you the heads up right now, like, it's true. You need to move on from them. You need to move on from them and stop holding out hope for it. What did it say? So, that they're lying. It just straight up says somebody is lying and you need to move on. And they're coming in with some sort of gift, trying to gain your attention with gifts. They lying. All right, let me get 4 additional messages for pile 3, please, in their week ahead. 4 additional. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. On the bottom, we have business, job, career opportunity. Okay. Y'all got trust your intuition. Okay. You got lump sum or windfall. Nice. You got sudden change. Well, a lump sum or windfall is a sudden change, so. And then we got Gemini. Okay, so you could be dealing with a Gemini, or that could just be confirming that you as a Gemini, this is your pot. All right, let me get another oracle message before we get into the tarot. All right, we got Sage. Be devoted and committed. So I want to say that's about the second or third time we've gotten some energy about standing on business type of energy. not backing down, showing strength and fortitude. You got that with your tea leaf message. This might be somebody, like I keep saying, you may always go back and forth to. So this time you need to stand on business. You need to make a decision, and you need to stick to that and trust your intuition when making this decision. Pile 3, what do they need to know for their week ahead? What do you need to know? You got the Page of Pentacles, wow, and the Ace of Swords. Clarity, communication, some sort of good news. Page of Pentacles, it could be the job opportunity, the lump sum, sudden change in your finances. So you have some sort of conversation, clarity, and some sort of offer or opportunity, some sort of new seed. Your challenge is the Ace of Cups. I believe that was a challenge, the Ace of Cups. All right, the new beginning. So you got 2 aces in your reading so far. The advice is the World, to end that shit. And the outcome is the Moon. Things being revealed and you using your intuition. This is beautiful. So we can go on and get some clarifiers, but you have new beginnings. You have fresh starts. You're walking away from something that I feel is a connection with a person. Someone who you may always go back to. Someone, you know, who could be like a weak spot for you. So it may be time for you to, you know, evolve past that, and you've recognized that now. And I feel like because you're releasing that, it is leaving room and space for things to flow to you freely. Let's get some clarifiers. Ace of Swords. You know what? Let's get an oracle message first. Pile 3. Oh, wow. You got High Priest, which says trust in some of your intuition, right? Oh, intend and create. So, yeah. Create with intention. Intend and create. That's what you're doing. That's what you're doing. That's the energy that you're stepping into. So, Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords. Tell me more about the Ace of Swords and why that's here for pile 3. Ace of Swords. We got the Temperance. Okay? Going with the divine flow. Being in the flow. Being in alignment. What also flew out was the Justice and the Hermit. So that's 3 major arcana that flew out together. The Justice, the Hermit, and the Temperance. It is time for whatever this is now. It is time for this justice, this balance, this clarity, this movement, this inner knowing. It is time. It is time for this. And because it is time, it is all sparking new beginnings, new ideas, new thoughts, new perspectives, which is thus bringing in new opportunities, new ways of doing things. It's just all new. Even with the Page of Pentacles, that's a new seed. Tell me about the Page of Pentacles, please. Something new that you're starting to work on. Some new opportunity or information being brought to you. What did we get? The Queen of Wands and the Two of Cups. To me, this is a new sense of, this Page of Pentacles is bringing a new sense of self. Some of y'all could even be jumping into a new healthy relationship now that you have released the old. You could be getting, you know, something like that. It could be a new soulmate, because we don't only have one, as much as people may want to think so. We have several soulmates, and they're not all romantic, but This could also be a union of self. You know, for some of you. Some of you, this could be a new connection that is presenting itself to you because you've released the old, like I said. This is good news. The Page of Pentacles is good news, usually specifically financially speaking. It's something you're hearing that it's new. It's putting you in the Queen of Wands position. Queen of Wands, this could even be something about your own business, as the Queen of Wands is more entrepreneurial type energy, but still it's feeling confident, in control, reigniting your passions about something, or, well, let me not say someone, but something. Let me say reigniting. It could be reigniting your passions about relationships in general, or love in general. It could be a business, it could be a job, life itself. Take it as it resonates for you. Your challenge is the Ace of Cups. Tell me more about that. You got the Page of Wands. So that's some more new. That is a new passionate start. Why is this new a challenge? Why is the Page and the Ace? Why is that the challenge? God damn it. You got the Hierophant. Because you've evolved past this. You've evolved past this. That's Taurus energy also. So, you could have evolved past this love that is, for some of y'all, who's an old person, trying to return. But there seems to be a lot of love between the two of you. So it wasn't because of a lack of love as to why this connection ended. It just wasn't it. It wasn't it. They weren't ready, you weren't ready. Whatever the reasons were, it doesn't even matter. It just seems that there's a lot of love there. So that's probably why it's a challenge. It's still, difficult. It's still maybe a bittersweet. But you've evolved past this connection. Tell me more about why it's a challenge. I feel like there's something else there. The Knight of Wands. For some of you, I feel like you just want to move on and they come back out of the blue. For some of you, they could be coming in, trying to sweep you off your feet, doing all the things that has always worked. I feel like for some of y'all, you might repeat this cycle and it may work again. I really feel like some of y'all might repeat this cycle. Most of y'all, I feel like, is moving on, especially with the outcome being the Moon. I guess I shouldn't say that, with the Moon being unknown. So, I don't know. I just feel like a lot of y'all might move on from this. Some of y'all, I feel, is not. I think like some of y'all might play with it for a minute. You may not stay there as long as you have in the past. You may not allow it to repeat for as long, but I feel like some of y'all might repeat it. And that's okay. That's okay. There is something else you need to learn, and that's all right. Either way, some of you may have direct contact with this person. This may be an actual conversation that you choose to sit down and have with this person and tell them, eye to eye, face to face, that you evolved past this connection. Obviously, you may not say it like that, but, that's thus the end result. Tell me more about the advice with the world, please. We got the Nine of Cups. Your wish fulfillment is on the other side. Close this cycle. Move on. Close this. There's something else better on the other side. It's all you got to do is walk away from this old energy. The Moon. The outcome, we got the Six of Cups. This is very interesting because for those of you, this is a connection, which I feel like is a lot of you. the energy within the connection doesn't feel bad at all. It feels actually very nice, very loving, very loving. So, and I also feel two. I feel one that's loving but old, and I feel a new one. What's interesting is some of y'all, I feel the new is the old, a new version of the old. And that's why I feel like some of y'all are gonna repeat it. Some of y'all, the new is just a fresh new start because you've, cleared the old. So take it as it resonates for you, because the outcome is the moon, which is unknown, Cancerian energy. And the Six of Cups is like, an old connection. Or you missing someone or someone missing you. Tell me more about the moon, please. Tell me more. We got the Tower. Something is happening all of a sudden. And I just feel like it's revealing something. It's showing you something. It's showing you something. Tell me more. It's showing you something. We got the Five of Cups. Some sort of emotional disappointment. And I feel like if you got the Tower and you did get sudden change. Something is, tell me more about the sudden change. Tell me more about the sudden change. We got the Star. So something is healing, some sort of renewal. There is some changes happening for you, Pile 3. And there is financial things going on for you. There seems to be some sort of connection, a romantic thing going on. There is new, there is old. Oh my God. It's like all here. Use your intuition, please. This is your ultimate advice. Self-love. All the decisions you make need to start from there and end there. Self-love. Any final messages for Pile 3? It's all here. Old, new, old, new. I got tragedy, which those of you who this is something old, you've definitely been through that with them. We got long life. This is what's available to you. Now, whether this looks like a reconciliation or leaving in the old and now you're meeting someone new that wants something that has a long life, however that resonates for you, you're going to have to use your intuition and use that to make that decision. It's all here. I love this for you, Pile 3, and I love you for being here. Enjoy your holidays. Also, let me know in the comments how this resonated with you. Let me know whatever. Tell me, give me some. I want to know. I'm nosy. All right? Like, share, comment, subscribe.